Musiala was winning by such a landslide that the physical manifestation of God and a demigod put together couldn't have formed a minority government against him.
Okay,
That's how
okay.
popular
So
Sidhu
explain
Musiala
your
was.
views. Explain your views about Modi. What you were telling me. Tell it again. Why you don't like him?
Well, I mean, it's not as personal to me as it is to some other people, but like people who are friends of mine, it's really personal to them. And that's why I started looking into it a little bit more, who this guy was. And, he's the one that the whole I stand with farmers thing, that's basically because of him, because of his policies and stuff. Like, he doesn't really care about everybody in India. It's only the people that are back his play, that are, his friends kind of thing. They've benefited from what he's done, but other people have hurt from it. And not only that, but he's taking away personal rights and freedoms. Like, if I was to fly one of my signs that says, I've only got one fuck left to give, so I'm saving it for Modi, in India, he'd probably have me thrown in jail for fuck's sakes. Yeah. And
so what exactly are the effects of his policies? Like, why you think that they're bad or nefarious?
Well, because they haven't benefited everyone.
Okay.
And they not only not benefited everyone, but there's certain groups of people, some of the ones that were least able to afford the damage done are the ones most damaged. Right, his new taxes that he instituted, right? It's like the GST almost, like it affects the poor people more than anything. We've witnessed it here in our country, anyways. We've witnessed the death of the middle class. Yeah. There's no such thing as the middle class anymore. You're either rich or you're fucking poor, and there's no in between. And unfortunately, we've also witnessed the death of the family unit in Western civilization.
One thing
well.
Jesus said.
Anyways,
so we were discussing Modi. So how India got affected. So certain kind of people got rich, and like wealth inequality got high.
Exactly.
Certain people became rich and a lot of people became poor.
Yeah. And that's, and...
So why it's done? Why such policies are implemented? To gain control? Because why would you want to kill your own or make your own people poor?
Yeah.
So what's the game plan behind it?
Well, the game plan is just to further separate the classes and continue to have control. And in a country that is quickly becoming very forward thinking, very forward in their technology, everything. Like, India is a new player on the scene. Let's face it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest players on the scene now, and it's designed to, like, it's going to keep the rich richer and the poor getting poorer.
So
right?
what, as an Indian, one should
and
think?
I think that India as a whole is starting to, like, really question their caste system.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
And it was
only 2% Indian
artists
pays,
like Sidhu Musiala that
only
transcended all
2%
that.
Indian pays 40 or 35, 37% tax.
Yeah.
Even the corporations don't pay this much tax.
Yeah.
And these are the 2% who cannot pay the bills. So I know the wealth inequality, and that's very similar in Pakistan too.
Yeah.
But the point is, what a normal or common Indian should do. Voting doesn't change anything. So as a common Indian, because they are educated, they are young people, what can they do in certain scenarios to free themselves?
To free themselves?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing about, like, Sidhu Musiala, for example, and that's the reason why legends never die, because you can't kill an idea.
Okay.
Right?
So it's an ideological war.
It's about educating one another, and about knowing just basically what's right and standing up for it, right? Not allowing people like him to take your personal rights and freedoms from you, right?
Like you're saying, unite. He's dividing you all. You guys should unite.
Exactly.
Don't divide in caste system, veg, non-veg. These man-made divisions should not exist.
Exactly. And that's part of the reason, again, why I loved Sidhu Musiala so much. Is he transcended that. He brought everyone together. The whole country, for fuck's sakes, pretty much. Like, there's not one person, pretty much, that didn't either love or like him.
You were talking about the importance of Surrey, that it has the largest demographic of Indians.
Surrey has got the largest population of Indian, South Asian, Indian, Punjabi community in the entire world, next to India itself. And that boggles my mind. I thought it would have been like England, somewhere in England or closer by, where they kind of, just slowly migrated to. But no, Surrey, right? And and it's very interesting how that's been accomplished, right? And part of the way it was accomplished is there hasn't been a breakdown in the family unit from India.
Yes.
Their family unit is as strong as ever, and
Brown people are smart.
we could have learned something
Yes.
from that. Maybe we wouldn't be where we're at
Yo,
today.
brother, can I have a
You
cigarette?
know, and it's the same.
Wait, you wait.
And it's the same as it's the same thing with the. It's exactly the same as the. Like our living arrangements. See, we were spoiled here. We're spoiled in this country, right? Like I grew up in a time where, you know, every person in your family had their own bedroom, and they were big bedrooms, and you know, the thought of, you know, more than just your immediate family living in the same home. I remember we used to laugh about it and make jokes about different immigrant families all living together in one home. But yeah, who's fucking laughing now? They've just bought up the entire fucking town, and now I can't find a place to fucking rent.
I agree, but do you
You know
vote
what I'm
for
saying?
it?
And it's
Let me ask you a question. We are going towards immigration. I don't
Yeah.
want to go there.
no, me
I
neither.
want to
I'm
stick
saying-
about Modi.
Yes.
Yeah, but my point is why it has happened. Like, why the family unit was broken within all the Western culture.
You
Why
know,
there is a population decline
I'm
highest
really-
in the Western culture.
I'm uncertain
Did Jesus
why.
not talk about keeping the family units intact?
Yeah,
The
but I'm
opioid
not
crisis,
certain.
the alcohol, the drugs, big pharma. Why it was entered in the bodies of Western culture more than any other culture? Why? Simple
why?
sense, common sense question. Why it happened?
That's a really good question, and quite honestly, I don't
I
have a
think-
good
the
answer
back of
for
you.
you. I'm looking for
Okay,
it.
brother.
I don't have a good answer for
Okay,
why.
let's finish it then here.
What?
God bless you.
There you go.